What is up, trainers? Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG deck profile. Today is kind of part 2 of our Crabominable V series. In the last video I made, we went over the Crabominable V deck, which featured Flapple. In this video, we'll be going over the Crabominable V deck, which features Inteleon. We're doing a little bit of a comparison because there's some controversy over which version of the deck is superior. The Inteleon version uses the Inteleon evolution chain to find specific trainer cards, as well as placing damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon to fuel Crabominable's powerful Destroyer Punch attack. Now let's roll the deck profile. A little reminder before we get started: if you enjoy this content and would like to see more, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Then hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Let's get started with Crabominable. It has 220 HP, and its attack Trigger Avalanche costs 1 water energy. It discards the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. Not the greatest attack and not something we'll be using. Destroyer Punch is much more powerful. It costs 2 water energy and 1 colorless and hits for 90 base damage, but then it adds 60 for every damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. With 1 damage counter, we can hit for a nice 150. 2 will allow us to KO a lot of Pokemon V in the format. 3 will be a guaranteed OHKO on any Pokemon V. 4 will give us a shot at OHKOing some Pokemon VMAX. And 5 is a guaranteed knockout on any Pokemon. To support Crabominable, we play the Inteleon evolution chain, because obviously we need some damage counters on our opponent's active Pokemon to fuel Destroyer Punch. So we start the chain with 4 copies of Sobble. Then we go into 4 copies of Drizzile, which has the Shady Dealings ability. It says, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve on your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for a trainer card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. This Drizzile here is the main engine of our deck because it allows us to find those trainer cards which are so important. So Shady Dealings can grab us trainer cards, which will mostly be Melanie. Melanie is our main way of accelerating energy in the deck, so finding it with Shady Dealings is a core part of our strategy. To finish off the chain, we play 2 copies of Shady Dealings Inteleon and 2 copies of Rapid Strike Inteleon. Rapid Strike Inteleon is the main Inteleon we want to be getting out because of its ability Quick Shooting. Once during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. That sets up Destroyer Punch nicely. It allows us to hit for some pretty solid damage after putting some damage counters on our opponent's Pokemon with Quick Shooting. If we can get both of the Inteleon out, we can place 4 damage counters every turn, which is going to give us a pretty good shot at knocking out our opponent's active Pokemon every time. We play 2 copies of the Shady Dealings Inteleon because of its ability Shady Dealings. It's the same ability as Drizzile, but it lets us find 2 trainer cards instead of 1. We play 2 copies of Galarian Zigzagoon because of its ability Headbutt Tantrum. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may put 1 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Headbutt Tantrum is great because not only does it place damage counters, but Galarian Zigzagoon can be scooped up by Scoop Up Net to play it down again and activate Headbutt Tantrum once again for more damage counters. There's a 1/1 Frostmoth line in this deck as well. Melanie is our main way of accelerating energy, but Snom and Frostmoth work well too. Frostmoth has the Ice Dance ability that says as often as you like during your turn, you may attach a water energy card from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. It's not an essential part of our core strategy as Melanie, but it does work well, so we run a 1/1 line. For the trainer cards, we play 2 copies of Old Cemetery. This may seem like a strange card to play because it's typically only used in Psychic type decks. But it works well in this deck because it allows our opponent to take some damage. For the trainer cards, we play 2 copies of Old Cemetery. Old Cemetery says whenever any player attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their non-psychic Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So this would be a disadvantage for us because we have to put damage counters on our Pokemon when we attach an energy to them, but it's also a disadvantage for our opponent as long as they're not playing a Psychic type deck. So if we put out Old Cemetery, our opponent will have to put damage counters on their Pokemon when they attach an energy, which is just more fuel for the fire of Crabominable V's attack Destroyer Punch. In our supporter cards, we have 4 copies of Melanie. Melanie attaches a water energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon V and draws you 3 cards. Drawing 3 cards is great, and so is attaching a water energy. Like I said, Melanie is a card we'll want to be finding consistently with Drizzile so we can keep accelerating energy onto our Crabominable. 3 copies of Professor's Research to find more cards, 2 copies of Marnie to disrupt our opponent's hand and refresh ours, and 2 copies of Bloss's Orders to bring up our opponent's bench Pokemon to get knocked out with Destroyer Punch. For the item cards, we play 2 copies of Capacious Bucket to find Water Energy to manually attach from our hand or do Frostmoth, or discard with Quick Ball and then accelerate with Melanie. 2 copies of Evil Incense to find our Drizzile, Inteleon, and Frostmoth. 4 copies of Level Ball. Level Ball makes total sense in this deck because there's quite a few Pokemon with 90 or less HP. Galarian Zigzagoon, Snom, Frostmoth, Sobble, and Drizzile are all searchable with Level Ball, so it makes total sense to include 4 copies. Quick Ball can help us find basic Pokemon, mainly Crabominable. And then we run 3 copies of Switch, because Crabominable has such a hefty retreat cost, we can't really play Air Balloon, so we use Switch instead. Then we finish off the deck with 9 Water Energy. That's the deck profile, now let's get into the gameplay. Alright, we get to call a coin flip, let's do heads. We lost. That's kind of sad. So they are picking who goes first. They are going to go first. So we will throw out Sobble. We have a Drizzile in hand as well. Let's put Snom down. Why not? Why not? Zacian. Irwin. Quick Ball. So, looks like it's another Zacian deck. I wonder if it's Turbo Zacian or if it's Inteleon Zacian. Can't really tell from right now. None of the cards they've played have told me whether or not it's Zacian or Turbo Zacian. So there's another Zacian V and Intrepid Sword to end the turn. Alright. So I would go, let's see, let's do the Quick Ball is what I'm thinking. Let's discard that energy. Let's grab Crabominable. And then we're going to throw him on the bench. Give him an energy. Let's use the bucket. 2. And then we'll pass here. Here's the energy. Another Zacian. Got a full field of Zacian here. Oh, looks like they might be going after, yeah, they're going after the crab. Alright. Rotom Phone. Oh, I believe this is Zacian V Union if they're playing Rotom Phone. That's probably what they're doing. And a Ringaroo. And an Air Balloon. And then Great Blaze, who hit for 460 damage. Alright, so they take 2 prizes. And probably gonna go for a research. That is what I'm thinking. Oh, I have a Marnie in the hand, so sure, I'll probably grab a Quick Ball instead. Just so I can grab another crab. Let's get rid of an energy. To find the Crab V. We'll put him on the bench. Give him a Water Energy. Evo Incense for Frostmoth. Throw that on there. Marnie. There's a Melanie. It's nice. Little Ice Dance. Onto Crabominable. Play down Sobble. And pass. So not a bad turn and a pretty good setup for next turn. There's a 4th Zacian V. So my plan will be to Drizzile next turn for a quick shooting Inteleon so I can hit Zacian with Destroyer Punch. So Crystal Cave. And there's a Rangaroo. Dude, I get the boss's orders. There's a Rotom Phone. Don't believe it's a, yeah, that won't be able to guarantee them a boss though. Last card, nothing, so Great Blade. It's gonna knock out our Frostmoth, but that's alright. So now we can get going here. Let's put up our Crab. It's Melanie onto our Crab. Alright, there's the Rapid Strike Inteleon off the top. Quick shooting. There. Let's throw Zigzagoon down and we will hit another Zacian, Drizzile, and let's see here, off of this, maybe Quick Ball? Yeah, maybe the Quick Ball. Or Research. So I really need these guys. Let's do the Research for next turn. I'll probably evolve into Shady Dealings, but after that, we will Destroyer Punch for 210 and a knockout, as well as 2 prize cards. There's a Boss's Orders, that's nice, and another Crab. That's awesome. So I don't think that they will have the means to get off another attack here, unless they have something crazy up their sleeves. I think we might be in for a win here, because we can use Quick Shooting Inteleon to get us another knockout on Zacian V. So yeah, we have lots of options too. We have a Research, we have Shady Dealings. Yeah, got lots of things we can do. See what they can do. Pretty small hand. I was thinking about going for the Marnie, but I chose to get the Research instead, because right now they're in a position where I don't really want to Marnie them, because they have such a small hand. So, it's a boss. We have a switch in the hand though, so that's alright. And a Rangaroo for, what will it be? What are they gonna grab? Nothing, so just Intrepid Sword. Alright. So let's throw another Crabominable down. Quick shooting on this Zacian. I'm going to Inteleon for, let's do Melanie. And thinking the bucket. Yeah, we'll do Melanie in the bucket. We will switch into this Crabominable. Let's Melanie onto our bench one for 3. Sobble. We don't need the level ball. Let's do bucket. Bucket for 2 water energy. So we can set up our second Crabominable. Attach there. And we will Destroyer Punch for our second knockout. So we are still rolling here. Quick Ball and Drizzile will be our prizes. So we can use Drizzile to evolve that Sobble. Get another Inteleon going. So there is Zacian V with an energy. Ooh, a Marnie. That's unfortunate. We were sitting on a big hand right there. So hopefully we just need to grab something so we can get Drizzile for a boss. Hey, there's a level wall. 2 of them. So yeah, all we need to do is just do the level ball. So we'll do level ball here. Drizzile. Hopefully he lets us play it out, because this will be fun. Crabominable. Old Cemetery. Drizzile for a trainer card. We will go with Boss's Orders. And we are going to use this to target that Zacian V. Quick shooting onto it. And then we will Destroyer Punch for a win. Alright. That was a fun game. If you enjoyed today's deck profile of Crabominable V plus the Inteleon evolution chain, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment down below. That's it for me. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, trainers.